And are there any additions to the agenda? Motion to approve the agenda. Donna, all in favor? Carried. And approval of the December 19th, 2017 MPC minutes. Ben has moved. Is there any questions or concerns? All in favor? Carried. And with that, we'll start the development permit application, file number DP 2017-165. Whenever you're ready. Good morning.
All right, so I have application DP 2017-165 for a discretionary use application for a kennel. It's on plan 091-2754, block 2, lot 1 in the northeast 19-23-24 west of the 4, and approximately 4 kilometers northwest of Nameka. Staff is recommending that MPC choose option 1 to approve DP 2017-165, the discretionary use development permit application for a kennel to continue operations on lot 1 in the northeast 19-23-24, subject to the conditions as noted in the DP permit. Okay, so some key issues. The application is to obtain a permit for an existing kennel operating on the site. The application meets all provisions of the land use bylaw, the manure management plan, and there's no record of complaints from local residents regarding noise or disturbance. Policies are section 8.13 and 9.1 of the land use bylaw. And the options for MPC is option 1, approve DP 2017-165 with the conditions noted in the development permit report. Option 2, refuse the application with reasons given. Or option 3, provide an alternative recommendation of MPC's choosing. And as previously mentioned, staff is recommending option 1, approval for the DP. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any questions? Any questions? Scott?
Just wondering, in the approval process for future and for this one, if there's ever any ability for vet inspections, like yearly or things like that, maybe if it's part of the process or part of the certification I'm not aware of or something like that.
Through the chair, we've been advised through legal counsel that because this is a land use, the requirement of a vet writing document or approval document is not appropriate, and it would be out of our jurisdiction to request something like that. Any concerns that residents have or that council have or MPC or the county in general, it would go to the SPCA or to the Calgary Humane Society to deal with animal care control issues, not through the county, unfortunately.
So you're telling us that really the care and control of the animals is supposed to be a given, and then if there's something that's somebody feels that isn't kosher, you would phone the SPCA and they would deal with it at that time?
Through the chair, that's correct. From my understanding, we don't have that ability through the county. We do have bylaws for animal control, but it's on a very small basis. We don't have that ability to go in and take over and do enforcement on that level. And again, it's all based on complaint issues. So if there are concerns with the health and well-being of any of the animals being cared for on that site, it would be directly through SPCA or Calgary Humane Society.
That would be consistent with Ag General too, livestock and whatnot.
So
Okay.
just to further that, Glenn,
Okay.
through the chair, did we not in the past, our practice was to ask for vet certification before these applications went forward? So are you saying that all of those that we have that as a condition on is no longer valid, that we can't ask for that before we approve these things?
Through the chair, that is correct. The county was not able to request vet inspections or any form of inspection by an animal care person, because you only have the authority for land use through the land use bylaw. So we're looking at the actual use of the land, not the animals, the care of and concern of the animals. That is done by complaint basis. That is the legal counsel we've had.
So just a further question to that, then this might need legal. We allow these things to happen, and then I know, and I'm not saying this is one of them, but there are what they call, I don't know what the best way to say it, I guess, is puppy mills and all this stuff where a lot of this garbage happens out there. We have no way of stopping that to start with without, we allow it to happen, and then after the fact, we go in and deal with it through policing issues? How do we, I don't agree with that.
Through the chair, if I may. I would like to speak with our legal counsel, Joanne, about whether some form of business license may be able to help the county in this manner. I'm not sure. It's outside my area of expertise. I'm used to dealing with business licenses, but not for where you want to go with this. So if I'm allowed to, I'll contact Joanne and ask her if that would maybe be an option, or if there's some other method. Because I understand what you're looking for, and I can speak with Joanne and say, are there any other methods that we have at our disposal, or a bylaw or some level of policy that we can put in place to allow us to do that? I'm not sure at this point in time.
Anything else, Ben? Or anything else from the board? I have a resident wants to make concerns if the board's done asking questions. Do you still want to get up and speak? Please use the podium and state your name, please. Yes. These meetings are recorded and they will be on the Facebook or internet. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Kim Manti. I'm the owner of the kennel. And in response to your question, in the past, with all my renewals, I've provided vet inspections. Suzanne told me that it was no longer a requirement, so I didn't go forward with that this year. I have no problem doing it on a regular basis, if that's what you'd like me to do. However, when we opened the kennel, we made it completely clear we do absolutely no breeding. We're not a breeder. We just board dogs. So that's all I wanted to say, unless you have any other questions.
Okay, thanks for coming up. Is there any questions for? Okay, thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Clarifying that. Any other questions, concerns? Boards. Amber?
I'll move that the Municipal Planning Commission approve development permit 2017-165, the discretionary use development permit application for a kennel to continue operations on Lot 1 Northeast 1923-24-4, subject to the conditions as noted in the development permit report.
Thank you. Is there any questions? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. And a subdivision application, file number SD 2017-39. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so this is for a subdivision application which proposes to consolidate approximately 17.6 acres from the northwest 132426 into the southwest 132426. It is located adjacent to Range Road 261 and approximately 4.5 kilometers east of Strathmore. Staff is recommending that the MPC choose option 1 to approve subdivision application SD 2017-39 with conditions noted in Appendix A of the planning report. The intent of the consolidation is to bring approximately 17.6 acres of cultivated farmland from the northwest quarter into the title of the southwest quarter to create continuity of the farmland and reduce fragmentation of the quarter section. The landowners do not want to have the strip of farmland separated from the southwest, seeing as it is farmed contiguously with it. Relevant policy is the South Saskatchewan Regional Plan Strategic and Implementation Plan for Agriculture. The regional Growth Management Strategy, Section 4.3 for agriculture, the Municipal Development Plan Policies 3.1 and 3.6, and Land Use Bylaw 2016-01, Section 9.1. Therefore, there are two possible options for MPC's consideration. Option 1 is that subdivision application SD 2017-39 be approved with conditions noted in the Appendix A. Or option 2, that subdivision application SD 2017-39 be refused. As previously stated, staff is recommending option 1 for SD 2017-39 to be approved. I'm going to scroll down so we can see an image of what they are planning to do on the land, as it's a little easier to see the visual than describe it. So this is the location map. It's just east of Strathmore, just north of Highway 1. And what I've shown here is the yellow line is showing the existing southwest quarter property line, and the dotted line is showing where that boundary line would be moved if approved by MPC, so that it continually incorporates the farmed agricultural land here and creates a bit of a longer quarter section. So I'll leave that up. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you. If there are any questions? Questions? I guess, go ahead.
I'll move that council approve option 1 subdivision application SD 2017-39 with the conditions noted in Appendix A of the planning report.
Any concerns or questions? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Anything else? Somebody want to adjourn? Ben's moved. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. We have checks to sign.